Hello, and welcome to this part of the pond, where it's the bullfrog without the newt. School happens, but through the magic of editing and green screen, we can do this.
Face reveal at 100,000 subscribers.
We would love those subscribers, and you would love to see that face. And it's been loud in the comment section. And so we are going in. I have finally seen Eaga. This is a very interesting movie, and you cannot skip the opening credits. They are very important, because the movie really begins with the opening credits. Because as the words are coming up, you hear a son annoying his parents, mainly his dad, to tell him a bedtime story. We never see them. We only hear their voices. And the boy says, I want a story. And the father goes, okay, starts to tell the story, but the kid repraises it word for word. He's heard it too much. He wants something new. And he starts annoying his dad so much. He says, you're acting like a fly. Then he gets an idea. I got a story to tell you. The boy's intrigued. What is it? It's about a bad boy and a fly. And that is really what this movie is about. That intro is so important to the beginning, and it kind of builds up to something important. The father is making this up as he goes. But the basis is mainly about the villain and the fly. But in order to get to there, he has to build up to that. And this is being made up as he's going. So if it's not ridiculous, it's not believable.
Yes! Yes!
That is creative writing in a more interesting way. That is brilliant. You purposely give yourself an out, but also you purposely make me want to go, it's too linear, it's too tame. I don't believe it. I don't believe you. No way this is a father making it up as he goes. Whoa. Creative writing. Brilliant writing. So, what's the father doing? How's he going to get a villain and a fly to interact with each other? How to build to that? How is this going to happen? It has to be a love story. Because this is a father making up as he goes, the movie becomes far more simple. And it's about a boy and a girl and a villain. The boy and the girl have this love relationship, but it's a very intricate, weird game. Everyone around them looks at them going, this is stupid. She's not into you, or you're stupid. Why you're teasing him? And yet, the movie goes, that's our deal. The girl does these ridiculous things, and the guy reads too much into it. You're going, huh? Brah, you got some screws loose. Only to find out he's telling the truth. It's too ridiculous. It makes sense to what the narration is. It fits. But the love interest, the girl, she catches the eye of the bad guy, the villain. And this bad guy is rich beyond belief. He owns a big company, and he has the biggest ego that he can have any woman. And he kind of does have every woman. So this leads down him going, hey, I can get that girl. But the girl is not into the villain. She wants the hero. And the villain finds out and does what villains do. Kills the hero. But the hero has a strong will to the point that he's reincarnated as a fly. So our hero is a fly. He has to bring justice for his death, while at the same time protects his girlfriend from this evil.
I see.
He's a fly. How's he going to do it? Really, how is this going to work? It works. It's brilliant. It's hilarious. It's ridiculous. And I love every square inch of it.
Yes!
This movie really, really depends on this actor's role. His performance. I cannot pronounce your name for the life of you when it comes to foreign films, but I don't want to disrespect or butcher your name, cause brah, you did good, and he did really good. The main reason why the whole movie depends on his performance is he has to deliver he's being tortured by a fly. Most CG characters, they're big and I can have eye contact. But with him, it's a fly, so his performance is all about him dealing with this non-existent fly. He has to look believable that he's being annoyed, but at the same time, when the fly gets more and more extreme, he has to react to those extremes. But the extremes are so subtle, he has to portray that. Physically, his whole body has to be involved to make the fly believable. That is hard to do, hard to achieve, and he does it. And actors who can do this, I think, deserve a little bit more love. I mean, we have Andy Serkis and Ray Park can do it very well, and this guy, I put him up with those two, cause he delivers. I think that fly is real. I raise my cup to you, bro. Whew. But there is a hiccup to the movie that I don't like. Because later on in the movie, there's a thief that breaks into the girl's bedroom, and it's kind of played for laughs because the guy's kind of stumbling and bumbling, and he thinks he's talking to her when she's really talking to the fly, so he goes in unnoticed. And it feels like it added runtime and felt like filler, but he does lead to a funny punchline during the end credits. And that is a good punchline. I'm not gonna lie, it had me laughing.
Yeah, not bad.
But he felt like I could cut him out completely. Yes, I'll lose that punchline, but it doesn't change the story. So I didn't like that. But I acknowledge it's a good punchline. But where would I rate this movie? Well, on a scale from 1 out of 7, I give it a 5. But it doesn't mean the movie's bad. Far from it. My favorite movies are 5s. I think that's just a magic number for me personally. As much as we want to see art and cinematography at its best and music at its best, I kind of like the comfort of, we're just here to entertain you. And entertainment, people doing it right, they can achieve 7s, but the most they can really achieve is a 5. And 5s is a good number, and this is my kind of movie. This is meant for me, it feels like. And I enjoy it for it. Before we go, I can't help but notice something. A small theme. I don't know if this is all of his movies, but I've noticed with these 4 movies I've seen, which is RRR, Bahubali 1 and 2, and now Eaga, I couldn't help but notice a pattern. He really wraps his beginnings to be very important. The movies will fail without that beginning. A lot of movies, they do wrap importance in their beginnings, but they're not as heavy or astronomical as like what he does. He's setting up to a big story, even though the story is small or not as grand. He still does his best to deliver. And this is just, again, what I've seen. I haven't seen all of his movies, so if those of you who are members of the pond and those who've been following us still, go in the comments section and give me more of his movies. I want to see if this theory is true or not. But until that time, this is the Bullfrog signing out. Yeah.